So Kartika, I have found your book very interesting. So I would like to know.
Book, it's almost becoming into a movement now. This movement is about, through this story, about unhurting yourself. And the whole idea of love, wisdom, and strength comes from this notion of creating a foundation.
You have faced a lot of challenges by guide. So would you like to share like what was the hi Kartika, how are you?
Yeah.
I hope you're doing great.
Am I audible?
Am I audible? Yes, yes. Okay, so Kartika, I have found your book very interesting. So I would like to know if you
Yeah.
like I would like to ask
Yeah.
you.
You already read it?
Okay.
Right.
Yes, I
Okay.
found it very interesting. Yeah. So, so your book especially speaks about love, strength, and wisdom. So would you like to tell us more about meaning of love and its challenges?
Yeah, so this book, it's almost becoming into a movement now. This movement is about, through this story, about unhurting yourself, breaking out of the hurt mindset. And through this story about James, who's the main character, the lawyer, I've written the story to kind of inspire people to go inwards and external in a way of really realizing why we are here, what's our purpose, what we can do with our lives, and really finding that inner strength to live a very empowered life. And the whole idea of love, wisdom, and strength comes from this notion of creating a foundation for every individual, that they are, in their hearts, very loving. They have the wisdom in their minds, and, physically and every way possible, they're very strong. And these are like the foundation pillars, I believe, are there for humans to really live a very empowered and beautiful life. And that's the story I've tried to share with Unheard.
That's nice. So I'm sure that you have faced a lot of challenges by guide. So would you like to share like what was the biggest challenge that you have?
So actually, this book is a byproduct of COVID-19. I wrote this book during COVID-19 times. So I personally was, it was a collective trauma that humanity was going through. A lot of, everybody was forced to look within. There was a lot of death all around us, a lot of fear. So this book was kind of like a byproduct of all of that when I was writing, because I wasn't locked down during that time. I continuously traveled around India during that. So I really witnessed everything from the ground reality, even during COVID. And I was writing this book. So it was really like it's a big reflection of like humanity, this book. And I truly believe that it's come like this book took birth to really remind people the lessons that COVID tried to teach us in a more applicable, mystical way. This is what this is about, and kind of giving words to the feelings and emotions that all of us went through, and how to come out of it, how to find that light at the end of the tunnel kind of idea. So that's where this story comes from. So it's not just my challenge, it's really a reflection of the collective challenges and traumas that humanity has faced during these years.
So I think everybody have come out from the situation, and also you have a challenge that is really appreciable, and we can see the result. So how has your writing evolved since you started writing first book, like since your first?
That's a very good question. I hope it has evolved. I don't know. We like to think that, I'm an accidental writer. I sometimes say this. I have that label of an accidental writer because I never be a writer. I never thought about becoming one. It just happened. And once I found my love with writing, the craft kind of takes over you, and the craft of writing has really taken me on a long journey over 5-6 years since I've been writing. So I would like to believe that I've gotten much deeper in the craft since I started writing, and I'm starting to explore new ideas to write my new book now. But I love more than writing itself. I love the aspect of going deep into a craft, and I really encourage people to find something that they really love doing, and regardless of what other people say, or regardless of if they get validation from other people regarding that, but just the ability for us to find something that we can keep on going deeper into, it's beautiful, and to deepen in craft, it's endless. I can never say I've arrived as the best writer. I can never say that, because I will always be evolving as a writer. I will always be evolving as a creator. And that's what we're always doing. We can never become fully arrived somewhere. We'll always be arriving, and that's what I love. You can never achieve at the goal. You'll always just be in the journey. And that's what I love about the writing craft and what it has done for me. And I truly believe like every individual should try to find something that they really love, because it changes everything. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Right. Okay, so your book has been inspiring for me, and so I would like to know one more thing. Like, what advice do you have for your
So I'm not a
aspiring
big
writers?
advice person, to be honest. I don't give money advices. um,
But I think you do have experience a
uh,
lot, so you
I
can.
mean, yeah, no really advice, but all I can share is suggestions as to people who want to become writers or who want to write stories, who want to share stories. I think an important aspect of becoming a storyteller is to kind of really love story that you are telling and really believe in the story. You have to really like, especially if you're writing a book. Writing a book is not fun. It takes a long time. To write a book, it easily takes 10 months, 1 year. You will be doing it every day. So you have to really love it. You have to really believe in the story. It's one of those things, and there's no other way around it. There's no shortcut. I cannot tell you shortcuts. If you really want to write, you have to love what you're writing. You have to believe in the story you're telling. And you have to believe in the story, like you have to enjoy the story as much as you would want other people to enjoy that. So first you need to write for something that you really enjoy doing and really enjoy writing. And then you can share that with other people. That's the next step. So first part is just focusing on the basics of writing the story that you really believe in, you enjoy, and that makes you feel good, makes you somehow feel good, challenged, or whatever. I mean, I go into very deep spaces, right? I think many writers who work on novels, they go into those spaces because it's like you enter another dimension. You're in another. You are bringing that dimension to people so that you can help them widen their ability to see reality. Because what is reality? There is no one reality. Reality is completely illusional. Everything is an illusion. So there are so many different possibilities of our reality. So through stories, we can give that to people. We can help them expand their consciousness. That's what any good writer story is always doing, expanding human beings. So it's a very powerful tool, writing, and it has been for as long as humans have lived. Writing has always been there. We have always been storytellers. All we have done is told stories to each other. So storytelling is one of the most powerful medium of changing societies, of building civilizations. Think about it. Our entire civilizations are built on stories. We were not there what happened in the past. All we know is the stories. All we have heard is stories. We were not there to see it.
Yeah.
All we have seen, heard, read,
Exactly.
or whatever, imagine stories. So everything is built around stories. So the stories we tell also bring a lot of responsibilities for writers. So the stories you tell, why are you telling those stories? For what do you want to inspire people for? You can also tell bad that encourage people to do bad things, or you can tell them to do good things. So it's a lot of responsibility that comes. So it's a very powerful medium.